He says until 11 now. He said plus he has this one.
Are you looking to expand your email list? This past couple of weeks, we showed you how to put together a landing page. We showed you exactly what an email list is. Let's go ahead and take these two things and merge them together. Stay tuned. All right, hopefully sorry, folks. Test. All right.
Now I guess we're using.
Yep. Unfortunately, folks, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, and for some reason, when Kevin pressed start streaming, he didn't realize we were actually streaming. Get a little closer, man. We got fucking special marks. Yeah, we were streaming.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's a good thing you didn't start shit talking people. Welcome to Bootstrap Businessmen, the podcast devoted to inspiring the entrepreneur on a shoestring budget today. And I am Dale, and this is my good buddy
Kevin. How's everybody doing tonight? How are you?
Fantastic.
I haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
Dude, this guy was sick last week.
Yeah.
And the week before last, what'd you have to do?
Oh, I was in Philly for 4 days.
What were you doing in Philly?
Went up, man. We had to go up and close some business down up there, dude. A bunch of referrals and stuff that somebody actually walked away from. So, company called and asked me if I wanted to go up and clean house. So,
it's fucking nuts,
man.
man.
Took care of it.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys understand that we were gone. I told him pretty much it wasn't even his choice. I think he was like, "I'm sick," and I'm like, "You ain't fucking coming over." And I'm not going to do a Bootstrap Businessman show without my good boy Kevin here. So in any event, we are ironing out some technical difficulties here, folks. We're doing a different setup. So I'm trying to keep half an eye on our chat window. So Bionic Vapor, we appreciate you staying tuned. It's really awesome to see you on here and live. But in any event, let's go ahead. We're going to make this one a short one today because we've just got information that we're going to take your landing page and the email list that you created the week before. So what did we do week before last? Or 2 episodes before.
Two episodes before, we showed everybody how to put together a free landing page using like Wix or I think lead pages.
Yeah, Wix or lead pages. Yeah. So if you're strapped for cash, Wix is a good cost-effective option. Is it the best option? Probably not. But lead pages is great. You can get lead pages for at least a month for $1. Yeah, thereafter, it's going to run you a premium of about $30 to $40, if I can recall, per month.
Yeah, man. But it's worth it though to get the professionalism, so you can get your URL without the Wix.com attached to it. So it's whatever.com. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, but in any event, bear with me just a second. Keep them entertained.
Sure. I can show them some Napoleon, whatever this is.
I have no idea, dude. Yeah.
I don't know either.
I fucking don't know. All right, now we've got the live chat. All right. So, fuck yeah, finally, sound delay. It's like watching a kick-ass kung fu movie. Yeah, unfortunately, BV, man, we're trying our best here at this point. We're working with some new setup, and obviously, it's looking a little bit more cleaned up, but we obviously need to work on some of the hues. I'm very thankful. A big shout out to my boy Gord Eisman. He's got a channel over on YouTube. He's been helping me out with my video quality. We've obviously seen a little bit of a step up, but yeah, if we're getting a little bit of kung fu, it's probably coming through OBS. We might be having a little bit too much running on in the background. Rest assured, folks, just stay with us. We're going to keep our episode very short. So here's what we're going to do is we're actually going to go over to my laptop, and we're going to get onto a screen share. I'm going to take you through the little bit of a process of attaching your landing page over to your email list. Now, in theory, let's go ahead and just talk this one out just really briefly.
Sure.
The very first episode came when we did the email list.
Yep.
Okay, when we did the email list, you either got MailChimp or you got GetResponse or Constant Contact or something else. MailChimp will work just fine. So today we're going to use MailChimp.
Okay.
And today we're going to use Wix.com.
All right.
Both options are very cheap.
Very cheap.
Super cheap.
Free, actually, unless you pay for it. So.
Right. It's pretty much a
It's your
free option. So without any further ado, we're going to go over to our desk here, and it's going to be a little bit of a awkward transition, but we're going to go ahead and get on over there. So. All right. So now we're a little bit closer here, and so let's do this. We need to get on over, and our chat's right here, so just keep having an eye on our chat.
It's like watching a kick-ass kung fu movie.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, so we're going to come on over here to Wix. I'm going to add a site, so we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing we did before, but I'm just going to go really fast through things.
Yeah,
So
it is a simple process.
It's just a super simple process, and I don't think that we need to spend too much time in showing you guys the minutia and every single setup. I mean, you guys can sit down and kind of figure out what looks good and what doesn't. Okay, I'm going to start with Wix Editor. All right, I really don't care about the setup, so we're just going to go ahead and just choose something I can just create a button with.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just going to go right into Wix Website Editor.
So the sound sync is good.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you tuning in and helping us out. Anybody get the chance, go to twitch.tv/Bionic Vapor. Check out our boy. He's been doing some upgrades himself.
He said it must be the other camera not syncing with the mic.
Yeah, that could be, man. What we're actually was having is the Rode mic is not working with OBS. It works just fine with my other programs, but sadly it is being just temperamental when it comes to OBS. I don't know what the deal is. So who knows? It could be, you know, the resources being used on this computer. Because I've gone on Wix before, and this goes a lot faster. Right now, it's going slower than shit.
His channel is so not dildo.
My channel is so not dildo. Yes, it's not. Alrighty. So here we've got our page. If I were to recommend anything to you guys, make sure that you're removing things like, you see it says home, about, community, spaces. You just want one page. We want to make this essentially a squeeze page where they're given two options. Either get the fuck off or opt the fuck in. So this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll down. And in theory, I'm just going to take this button and I'm going to actually use this. I do the same thing with my mic, yeah. All right, so let's just say I'm just going to change the text.
Click here. Click it. What's going on?
Yeah, it's buffering like a son of a bitch today.
There
All right, so let's say I was doing my email. Let's say I had a little bit of an enticing offer, which next week we're going to cover how you guys do a lead magnet and entice somebody to actually sign up for your list. So let's just say, you know, yada yada, they get their free report, and we're just going to go ahead and say, click here. Don't overthink the buttons. If whatever,
simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah, whatever market that you're working within, speak to their terms. So let's just say, for instance, you know, if somebody's looking to lose weight, put down, learn more about losing weight here, or click here for more for the free report.
Journey,
yeah. So don't overthink this. A lot of people kind of like, you know, they think that it's, you know, well, what color should the button be? Things like that. Well, look at the successful landing pages. Find out a email subscription that you're, you know, doing, and then just go from there.
Just look at it, yeah.
So I like that. It's good. We could change the button color, but once again, I'm not sitting here fucking analyzing this stuff. Now, really, at this point, all I need to do is I'm going to close out these windows. Not worrying about lead pages right now because we're just going to work with Wix, and I'm just going to go over to MailChimp.
Yeah.
And what I need to do is, this is something I learned through lead pages themselves, is if you can give like just a small step process. A lot of people try to just go in and ask for the email immediately. You want to give your people landing on your page the option to click a button, because then there's a 33% increase in their likelihood of giving you their email if they're given the option ahead of time.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go ahead and log in.
Logging in.
Okay. I'm just going to use one of my email lists here. It doesn't matter what you guys end up doing. Just end up setting up your MailChimp. Super easy. You can go back in our previous episodes and find out just a little bit more. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my lists.
Well, we are chewing up some resources, huh?
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a boot list. Did we do that last time?
Yeah, that's the one we were putting together.
Okay, so we're going to work on our boot list here. Going to go into sign up forms. Okay? Once again, MailChimp has some great tutorials on YouTube. You guys can go check it out. But we're just going to go into general forms. Inside this general form, you can actually set it up. It's very intuitive. I have a feeling that if you're paying attention to our podcast, you're probably fairly smart and you know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, this is a step-by-step process anyway.
Super easy. And actually, you can find a lot of this information on YouTube. But you see the sign-up form URL? We're going to use that because essentially what it's going to do is it's going to bring people over here to our boot list. I'm going to add a message just for the hell of it. We're going to say, why were we making a boot list anyways? Want a boot?
No, it was just something we were putting together just to show people how to build the
Then click
list,
here
the groups.
for your complimentary boot. There we go. Awesome. I'm going to save and close. We could, add pictures in here if we wanted to. We can add, text. We can make it really fancy. I found most instances I've never used the last name, but something like your particular industry where you're working in point of sales, you will need a first name and a last name.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you might even need things such as a phone number.
You're going to want a phone number.
A phone number. You may even need a website, zip code, which is very important to you.
Zip code's huge, yeah.
Because somebody prospects for you in Los Angeles and wants you to appear in person, you're going to be able to know them automatically. So, but it's super easy. Let's say I don't want to have.
It's not going to happen. It depends on the size of the
Right, exactly. Get your ass in the frame, man. Trust me, my BO ain't that bad.
No, I'm ready.
All right, so I'm going to hit subtract on this. I'm going to delete this.
Type delete to confirm. Yeah.
Delete to confirm. There we go. I'm just getting rid of the last name on this one so that way, because this is what's going to pop up when somebody clicks my Wix landing page. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm happy with this layout. I obviously wouldn't probably do this. I'm going to copy the URL. We're going to go back over to my website, okay, and we're going to click this little change the link. And we'll hit web address, okay, and I'm going to paste it onto here. Give him a hug. That's really random, dude. You already got me on the way in from the door. All right, so I've put that in here. So when somebody goes and they click on this particular thing, it's going to go to my little landing page to collect their email and their first name.
So they can sign up. That's simple.
Now, something I learned through Ryan Dice of Digital Marketer, something he said is, don't collect information if you don't plan on using it. And this goes even with emails. If you don't plan on using an email, don't even set up an email list.
Don't do it.
This is not an option for you. If you don't plan on using it and using it right away, don't do it.
It's going to hurt you in the end if you have all these email addresses coming in and you're not using them. It's going to hurt your opt-in percentage.
It will. So it's so important that you just remember, only put up things you need. So for instance, for the longest time I was collecting people's names. I never used the names inside the emails. It was putting an extra barrier that people had to jump through in order to get on my newsletter. So I pulled that barrier away. You know how much more people opt into my newsletter? It was like a 50% increase in opt-ins.
Yeah, well, I can see that. A lot of people don't want to, give out their personal information. Here's an email address. It's not a big deal. So.
Well, for some reason, Wix is being a butthead. Yeah, I clicked done. Sorry, folks. We are, like I said, getting a lot of technical difficulties today, and that's a huge reason why we're a little late. Okay. I'm going to try just to hit a refresh. But essentially, everybody, you could see what exactly is going on. You just attach that in there. And in essence, what ends up happening is when that person clicks on that button, I'm just going to go ahead and paste that in there. It's going to redirect them to the MailChimp landing page. Here we go. Here comes our boot list. Bam.
That's it.
And then the person enters their thing into here. They'll subscribe to your list.
You're going to get another.
And there you go.
You're going to get an email, especially from MailChimp, that's what this is considered as a double opt-in.
Double opt-in, yes.
Yeah.
It confirms.
So, yep.
And I really highly recommend it. If something I learned from Steve Scott, a very successful self-publisher, was double opt-in kind of covers your ass. To where someone can't come back and say, this guy's, I never signed up for this. Yeah, I never signed up for this. Person can still, claim spam even if it's not true. Let me go back over here and see if this, Wix is just kind of going slow, and I apologize, folks.
32 gigs is sounding good right now.
Yeah, no doubt. So you can see it just, what ends up happening is I go ptdale@gmail. My name's Dale. We're going to go ahead and subscribe to list, and it's going to subscribe me to the list. Bam! Before we subscribe you, we need to confirm you are human. Okay. I would go into my email account as the person subscribing to the list, and
click. I am not a robot.
I am not a robot.
What if somebody claims
what if they are a robot?
As a robot?
Murphy's Law, laughing my ass off. Yeah, exactly, dude. So subscribe to list.
Oh, these technical difficulties are a lot better than what we used to have, though.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, well, let's go back over here to our normal talk time stuff. So, all right, well, we're going to go back to the Kung Fu. Unfortunately, I think that's what's going to happen. So, really, if you guys got any kind of questions, please hit us up at bootstrapbusinessmen@gmail.com. And remember, what do they need to do to support the show?
Man, there's a link that's going to be in the bio.
Yeah.
Just copy and paste that link anytime you want to shop on Amazon, which I got to be honest with you, it's astronomical, the people that shop on Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we know you do it. Just copy and paste. It doesn't change any of the pricing. All Amazon does is just give us a little kickback from you using our link. That's it.
That's it. All right, folks, on behalf of Bootstrap Businessmen, you guys have a good night.
Yeah. Peace out.
Please support the show by simply shopping at Amazon through the link in the show description. Every time you make a purchase through the provided link, a small percentage of sales goes back to support the show. There's no additional cost to you, and it greatly helps us out. Simply go to the link, bookmark it in your browser, and do your shopping on Amazon while you support the Bootstrap Businessmen podcast. Thanks for tuning in to Bootstrap Businessmen.